Ugh, Skyrim pretty. Alright. We're inside Skyhaven Temple. Imagine it's been a very, very long time since someone stepped foot here.
Original Akaviri paradise, almost entirely intact.
There's the wall. As we're taking in the sights,
We're here for all the wall, right, Esbern?
we'll take a look around.
Let's see what's up ahead.
Dragonbane. Get that. Let's level up though. I'm gonna throw down some magicka. Alteration might be nice for like the stone flesh, for example. Restoration's looking okay. Conjuration. Oh, the necromancy, that's right. Okay. One-handed could come up. Her block. Quick reflexes and arrows, of course. Heavy armor. Not getting a hit a whole lot yet, but still something to have. Smithing. Need to work on a bit. Alright, let's go with the alteration. Okay. Blade swords. Some blades armor. All of it considerably better than what we have. But before we just start taking things, I mean, we don't even know if we should.
Aldrin's Wall, so... I've never seen a finer example of early Second Era Akaviri sculpture and relief.
Esbern, we need information, not a lecture on artistry.
Yes, let's see what we have.
I will warn the people who are watching this. This next part's long. A lot of talking. I believe the only thing longer in this game is the moot that happens at like the end. So if you are not a fan of talking, at least in Skyrim, or if you've seen this multiple times or anything like that, feel free to skip ahead. But for those of you who don't mind, let's listen.
Look, here is Aldrin. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Aldrin and the Dragon Cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlord, the legendary Dragon War. Aldrin's defeat is the centerpiece of the war. You see, here is fallen from the sky. The Deftones, masters of the voice, are arrayed against them.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why they're here?
Patience. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory, mythic symbolism. Yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh yes, presumably something rather specific to dragons, or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all the news of all the men who returned.
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it. Have you ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky?
The Greybeards might know.
You're probably right. I was hoping to avoid having to involve them in this, but it seems we have no choice.
What do you have against the Greybeards?
If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards?
Okay. Well, I mean, you have no worries. I'm not afraid of my own power.
Good. The Greybeards can teach you a lot, but don't let them turn you away from your destiny. You're Dragonborn, and you're the only one who can stop Alduin. Don't forget it.
I better see what Arngir knows about this shout.
Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
Look here, in the third panel. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place, in search of the Dragonborn. Here are the Akaviri, the blades. You see their distinctive long swords. Now they need their ancient mission fulfilled, as the last Dragonborn contends with Alduin at the end of time. Are you paying attention, Delphine? You might learn something of our own history. I know the prophecy by heart. Once all blades knew it. When misrule takes its place at the 8 corners of the world. When the brass tower walks and time is reshaped, when the thrice blessed fail and the red tower trembles, when the Dragonborn ruler loses his throne and the white tower falls, when the snow tower lies sundered, kingless, bleeding, the World Eater wakes and the wheel turns upon the last Dragonborn.
Interesting. Nope.
Well, I'm gonna look around some more. See what the old blades left for us.
Yes, that's an excellent idea. Who knows what other lost treasures we might discover. Did you need something?
Okay.
Goodbye.
All right. Well, let's also take a look around. See what else we can find. Some quarters, maybe? Yeah, a place to live. Sleep. Some things have been left here for who knows how long. Hides, things of that nature. Probably stay warm, do a little light crafting. Okay, this could be very useful, and that we have a place to sleep. There's something about this place that does feel like home. I'm not sure what. There's a certain comfort to this place. I'll go outside. All of that. Check that out. Let's continue to have a look around. There's the wall. Okay. Well, I think before we set out, we might as well get a bit of equipment. Blade swords. Alright. Lydia.
I've got your back. I am sworn to carry your burdens.
This is definitely not a burden. Oh, it's a little too heavy for her right now. So let's take something off of her hands. This is for you. As a gift for everything you've done so far.
You lead, I'll follow.
Okay. Let's also leave some stuff behind here. I'm gonna take all of that. I mean, part of the blades now. I mean, they haven't officially held a ceremony or anything, but we definitely feel part of this group. A sense of belonging, which is something we've been searching for quite some time. But let's leave a couple of things. Just a lot of this. Change into our new garb. Oh. Did not think ahead as far as, hey, we can put this on. Okay. Got the shield. Gonna give Lydia that. Magic resistance would be helpful. So I'm going to carry that with us just in case. Got a lot of food. A lot of journals. Found more dossiers. Drop those off. Along with some of the bones and whatnot. Okay. Let's look at Dragonbane. Does as much damage as that dagger. Whew. Or actually less. 20 extra points damage dragons, 10 points of shock damage to others. We'll give that a little favorite. We'll also favorite all of that. Sorry for the dark.
I'm right behind you. I am at your command.
And let's hand Lydia. Actually, we'll take all of that. Now we can give her that.
Lead on.
Drop off some stuff here. Again, apologies. There we go. Okay. Now, let's take a look. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is more of our style, for sure. I like this. But let's also head into the darkness. Let's see what's outside as well before we head out. Yeah, this place is feeling like home. You know, the armor just feels right. This could be home for us, for sure. Everything about this just, it feels good. We're feeling powerful, of course. But all of this definitely feels like home. Let's take a look around back here, though. Of course, Skyrim, be pretty. Right. This is it. This is definitely our home. But before we go and get a little too sentimental, we have a job to do. Let's talk to Arngeir up top of the third of the world. So we got a long, long journey ahead of us. So just hang tight. I'll see you in a bit. We have made it back. It's a little dark even with that torch. All right. Let's get a little light. Put that away. Do not wish to give the wrong impression that we're challenging. I'm just gonna look at the map. Talk to the 3 Arngeirs. Okay, that didn't go to the right place.
You've retrieved the horn of Jörgen.
Yes.
Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn.
Okay. Formally. Slight bit of ceremony. Let's see what they have in store.
You are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means push. Da. With all 3 words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely.
We will.
Master Wolfgar will now gift you with his knowledge of Da. Dragon. We would speak to you.
Okay, speak.
Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready.
Indra crosses Saran, Strundul, Oath Ivan, Ro, Ran, now.
Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
Okay. Before you go,
Wind guide you.
so we're here on a bit of business. I need to learn the shout used to defeat Alduin.
Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to?
Well, the Blades helped me find out about it.
The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes?
Well, I mean, the Blades just wanted to defeat Alduin, don't you?
What What I want is irrelevant. This shout was used once before, was it not? And here we are again. Have you considered that Alduin was not meant to be defeated? Those who overthrew him in ancient times only postponed the day of reckoning. They did not stop it. If the world is meant to end, so be it. Let it end and be reborn.
So you won't help me?
No, not now. Not until you return to the path of wisdom. Dragonborn, wait. Forgive me, I was intemperate. I allowed my emotions to cloud my judgment. Master Einarth reminded me of my duty. The decision whether or not to help you is not mine to make.
Okay, that sounds better. So can you teach me this shout?
No, I cannot teach it to you because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice.
Okay, so what's so bad about Dragonrend?
It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself.
Now that makes us think we had encountered some cultists previously who talked about a different Dragonborn and that we were the false or the fake Dragonborn, that they were the true one. I wonder if there's any correlation. So if the shout is lost, how can I defeat Alduin?
Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses.
Okay, well, I need to speak to Paarthurnax then.
You weren't ready, you still aren't ready. But, thanks to the blades, you now have questions that only Paarthurnax can answer.
Okay, so who is this Paarthurnax?
He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice.
Okay, you say we aren't ready, so... And now we have questions. But tell me, why haven't I met Paarthurnax yet?
He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege.
Okay, so in saying that, how do I get to the top of the mountain to see him?
Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax.
Okay. So they seem to be against us getting more informed about the voice, even maybe because it was used by potential wrongdoers and evil cultists. But again, there are some times where certain measures we have to take, necessary measures. That's something we're learning, that occasionally you have to take in a little bit of the dark. Skyrim be pretty though. Again, back to the training yards. Coming up here, eh? All right.
The path to Paarthurnax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way.
Thank you.
Follow me. I will show you how to open the path to Paarthurnax.
Just a quick question. Why do you hate the blades?
Not hate, distrust and fear. The Blades have always sought to turn the Dragonborn away from the path of wisdom.
Okay.
Sky, guard you. Look. Ah. Core.
Some clear skies.
I will grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well.
Again, feeling good.
Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Paarthurnax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
Okay. Lydia,
I've got your back.
I think we need to go this alone. Wait here.
As you wish, my Thane.
Thank you. Alright. This is potentially perilous, but as we're staring into this mist, we're still getting that feeling of this is potentially what we're destined to do. So we're feeling very, very good about it. We're also gonna unlock. Okay.
Look!
Got a little too close. Whew. Okay. That frost definitely did not help us. Let's get blade ready just in case.
Look!
Oof, it's kind of pretty. Just a little extra sun.
Look!
The goat's okay. It's got a little ways to go though. A long way down.
Look!
Great. Still don't have enough magic to do that. Damn. Those hated enemies. Right. Get that clear skies ready.
Look!
Go to. Oh, there we go. Another one. Oh, just immediately. That's okay. It's more of an annoyance than a setback for us at this point. We'll return. Alright, we are back. Now we're just feeling extra determined, aggravated about this. And, ugh, Skyrim, you're looking good.
Look!
Take him down by a damn ice wraith.
Look!
It's extremely aggravating for us. This one at least stayed dead.
Look!
Just in case. Alright. So let's be ready for it.
Boost!
There we go. Hate ice wraiths. Hate them. Now we gotta wait for the foos. Calm down a little bit. We're almost there, though. Alright, for the sake of time. There we go.
Look!
Alright. Just keep waiting.
Look!
Go meet this master, this Parthenax. Find out what he knows. Goat, do you know the way? Skyrim, ugh, pretty.
Look!
Clear the skies, clear the path. At this point, because of our aggravation, we're just thinking, this Parthenax individual, this Parthenax guy, had
Look!
better at least have something for us. Something useful. I mean, if the master of the Greybeards, you know, will treat him with respect. But to go through all of this, to come all the way up here, there at least needs to be something for us at this point. Just something to help.
Look!
Alright, Parthenax. Your path has tried to kill us, but it won't. It can't. No matter what. Keep going. Alright, throw to the world. Apparently he lives in seclusion. Got a dragon. So far not attacking us.
Drem Yolok, greetings, Undunik. I am Parthenax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain?
You're the master of the Greybeards?
They see me as master, Wuth Onik, old and wise. It is true I am old. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation?
Well, this is unexpected. But nonetheless, I need to learn the Dragonrin shout. Can you teach me?
Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. The word calls you. Go to it.
So far, our experience with dragons has not been pleasant.
I have spoken. The Rotmulag waits.
So we are a bit hesitant.
A gift, Dovahkiin. You'll understand fire as the Dove do. Do not be afraid. Fasnu, let me feel the power of your Thum.
Okay. Well. There we go.
Do not be afraid. Ah, yes. Sosedo Vrostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a Jor, mortal. Even for one of Dovasos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me?
Well, again, can you teach me the Dragonrin shout?
Ah, I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin.
Okay. The Greybeards didn't want me to come at all.
Yes, they are very protective of me, Bachlan Fadon. But I do not know the Thum you seek. Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts.
Well, how can I learn it then?
Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum?
Well, I need to stop Alduin.
Yes, Alduin, Zemach, the elder brother, gifted, grasping, and troublesome, as is so often the case with Firstborn. But why? Why must you stop Alduin?
Well, I mean, the prophecy says only a Dragonborn can stop him.
True, but Kostid, prophecy, tells what may be, not what should be. Kostid Salo Ak. Just because you can do a thing does not always mean you should. Do you have no better reason for acting than destiny? Are you nothing but a plaything of Des, of fate?
Well, I mean, the way we were raised, you know, told to do the right thing. But at the same time, we didn't come here to debate philosophy with you.
You have much to learn of the Dove, then. There is nothing else but philosophy to a Dova. It is no accident that we do battle with our Thum, our voices. There is no distinction between debate and combat to a dragon. Tinvak Losgra. For us, it is one and the same. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Crosis, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monavin, what you name Throat of the World?
Well, you said you were going to answer my question.
Drem, patience. I am answering in my way. This is the most sacred mountain in Skyrim, Zokravak Struma, the great mountain of the world. Here, the ancient tongues, the first mortal masters of the voice, brought Alduin to battle and defeated him.
Using the Dragon Wrench shout, right?
Yes and no. Viknus Nikaron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time.
We've heard of these Elder Scrolls during our upbringing and training. So you're saying the ancient Nords sent Alduin forward in time?
Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when.
Okay, but still, how does any of this help me?
Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll, back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it.
Interesting idea. Do you know where I can find an Elder Scroll?
Croesus, no. I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I.
Well, Esbern or Arngir might have some idea.
Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way.
Okay. So what exactly does Dragonrend Shout actually do?
I cannot tell you in detail. I never heard it used. Kogan. It was the first Thum created solely by mortals. It was said to force a dragon to experience the concept of mortality. A truly von Mindoran. Incomprehensible idea to the immortal Dove.
Alright, so what do I do with the Elder Scroll when I find it?
Return it here to the Tid Ahran. Then, Kele Vomindok. Nothing is certain with such things. But I believe the scroll's bond with the Tid Ahran will allow you a seeing, a vision of the moment of its creation. Then you will feel, know Dragonrend in the power of its first expression. You will see them, Wuthfadon, my friends, Haken, Gormlaith, Feldir.
Haken, Gormlaith, and Feldir, who are they?
The first mortals that I taught the Thum. The first tongues, the leaders of the rebellion against Alduin. They were mighty in their day, even to attempt to defeat Alduin. Sahrot Hum. The Nords have had many heroes since, but none greater.
Okay.
Drem Yolok, greetings. Look through.
So, we have to trust our blood. And our blood is telling us where to go, along with our mind. That's where we're heading.